Hello boys and girls, welcome to my channel. I'm Angel PT, and for today what I have here is Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands. So this game was developed by Ubisoft Paris and it's using a brand new engine that doesn't have a name yet by Ubisoft, so I don't get it. Ubisoft loves to create new engines for each game. I still prefer they should take the road that EA games take, which is creating one engine, optimizing the hell out of it, and then start to port to each game and add features. But that's fine. So this is the graphic options of the game, and for this video I decided to benchmark the game on low, medium and my own custom preset. As you can see, this is at 1080p native resolution, okay? And so this is the low settings. This is the median right now, but the low settings, it's just horrible. It doesn't have any shadows, doesn't have nothing. It seems like a 2004 game, sometimes even worse, and it runs like crap. It runs around 40 FPS. The median settings is actually fine, but we reached the limit of the 2 GB of the graphic card, and so because of that we noticed that the hard disk drive is working a lot, and because of that the frame rate doesn't really get up, and it's mostly between the 20, 25 and 30s, which is not acceptable. So I decided to create my own setting, which is to use temporal AA. Temporal AA and FX AA consumes more and less the same frame rate in this game, so you can use temporal AA if you want to. I used SSBC, which is the most lightweight ambient occlusion in this game. I reduced the level of details and the draw distance, but in this case you are free to raise them, but the main problem might be VRAM, but it's not really frame rate consuming, okay? So one imperative is to drop the texture resolution, or texture quality I mean, to low, because of the VRAM, unless you have a 4 GB R7 370. I use 2 times anisotropic filtering, it's enough. Shadows on median, because there is no low, you either choose off, median or something higher, and so I gone with the median. I choose Terran quality because on low it's just a flat texture and I wanted some depth on it. The median settings provides a little bit of tessellation over there. Vegetation quality, it doesn't really affect the quality of the vegetation. It's just, well, you know, it's just the distance of the vegetation, and so I'm fine with low. All the rest is just some post-processing things. Most of them are not that demanding, with the exception for the long shadows distance, or shadows on the distance. The main problem, and maybe the most problematic setting, is that I reduced the well, you know, the resolution scaling to 0.8. So what in fact this does, what that thing does actually, 0.8 resolution scaling. So what it does is the game is actually being rendered as something close like 900p. And yes, we are not with the native 1080p right now. I benchmarked the low and the median on 1080p, keep that in mind. But for these parts of the video, for this video and for my custom settings, where I feel that the game runs nice is at 0.8. 0.8 basically renders the game at 900p, more than less like it, and upscales it to 1080p. This is basically what Xbox One does in most of the games. Usually, this makes the game feel like shit, but thanks to temporal AA, it actually looks fine. The only problem is it gets a little bit more blurry than it is supposed to, okay? But overall, the look and feel of the game is nice, and you will never complain about those 900p, okay? That's the thing. So what I'm going to do here today is to complete this mission that I never completed in my life, but I'm going to complete this mission, and at the very end of the video we will talk a little bit better about the performance on those other settings, okay? But anyway, if you don't want to wait, just go to the description of the video. There is there the results on text, and there is there a timestamp to the end of the video where there I will talk better about the performance, okay? For now, the thing is, I will let you enjoy the rest of the video and the mission, okay? So keep that in mind, it's the first time that I play the mission. And above all, another stuff is that I'm using Mirillis action to record because AMD Relive was giving me problems on the benchmark. Some users notice it on the video. And I'm using Mirillis action to record, but Mirillis action can take up to 5 FPS of performance. So keep that in mind while looking to the frame rate on MSI Afterburner. Okay? So that's all. Hope you enjoyed the rest of the video, and I do hope to see you soon. Hope you enjoy it. Goodbye.
Ready? Open fire.
We'll go. Coming up on a Toyo farm. Remember, a lot of these Sicarios are ex-military.
ID your targets. If Amaru gets killed by a stray round, Operation Kingslayer will be dead in the water before it even starts. Let's go.
We're good to go.
Drone is airborne. Got another tango. That makes 5.
I got a narco over here. There, in front of the barn.
Viejas, no quiero vatos. Sí, güey. Chichi. Para rellenarle el sostén.
I heard a Sicario over here. The mine silo. Back it up, they're gonna see you.
That's a kill.
Hey, we got a narco. In the barn. Moving to position. Ready. Call the shot. Lost the target. Say the word.
Tango marked, but he's got a civilian nearby.
Pinches enanos vale verga. Los que tragan acá que no puedes salir. Me da igual. No tengan miedo. No las voy a matar. Nada más me las voy a coger.
¡Hay algo! ¡Oye, no!
Aquí estoy, putitos. ¡Salgan!
¿Qué fue eso?
Pinches enanos a la verga. Pues qué tragan acá que no crecen,
He's history.
No tengan miedo. No las voy a matar.
Alguien ayúdeme a salir de aquí.
Oiga. Usted puede ayudarnos.
Yo sé que usted puede.
Pinches enanos vale verga. Pues qué tragan acá que no crecen, Vengan para acá, chulas. No tengan miedo. No las voy a matar.
Ayúdenos.
No las voy a coger.
Me da igual si son extranjeros.
Acércate, cabrón.
Oiga. Usted puede ayudarnos. Yo sé que usted puede.
Quiero pensar que esta pesadilla va a terminar pronto. Esto ya es demasiado.
That's a kill. Are you Amaru? What's left of him anyway? Come on, I'm getting you out of here.
Todos pónganse truchas.
Assholes know we're here. Stay quiet.
¿Qué chingados esperas? A partir de la madre con todo. Vamos a enseñarles quién manda. ¡Disparen!
Tango down. That's it, we're clear.
Sure are a lot of lights and switches up here.
Where are you taking me?
Back to your friends.
Entonces Pakatari has made his deal with the malditos extranjeros, the young fool.
Take it up with him, senor.
guys here.
¿Y ustedes? ¿Con quién están?
Are you hurt?
Santa Blanca is not the most gracious of hosts. These Aucas, these demons they had questioning me. Let us say, their talk of love was enough to make me vomit. But their methods were not...
Were their names Yuri and Polito?
See, Yuri Polito.
These are the fucks that tortured Ricky Sandoval while Sueño questioned him. I want them bad.
We only saw run-of-the-mill Sicarios when we freed Amaru.
But I haven't seen Yuri and Polito in at least 3 days, maybe 4. I don't know where they are now.
We need more intel.
We'll search every village and camp until we find something.
Somebody's gotta know something. Gather documents, hack computers, interrogate hostile lieutenants, talk to civvies, whatever it takes.
We'll turn over every rock. Heads up. Bowman's file on Yuri and Polito's coming through. That's the rundown on La Yuri and El Polito. They're a key part of Santa...
Hello boys and girls, welcome to the performance section of the video. So as you can see, the game on medium runs pretty much lower than 30 FPS most of the time. So it's not a good deal to go with the medium settings with this graphic card. The low settings is pretty much above the 40s, as you can see. And my custom preset that you saw on the game, on the video I mean, it was pretty much on 40, there was a couple of drops there to 30s or something like that, but as soon as I get to the foot, which is, it gets back to the 40s, so it's a nice setting to use. And as you can see on the consistency, 80% of the frames was lower than 30 FPS on the median, as for my setting it's just 0.5%, so it's rather acceptable. 9% of the frame rates was below 25 FPS on median. On the low or my custom setting it was fine. So with my custom setting the game VRAM usage was 1.9 gigabytes of RAM. The RAM usage was 4.5 gigabytes. Still I fully recommend you to have at least 6 or 8 gigabytes of RAM for this game. CPU was pretty much on 70 to 90% while driving, and GPU usage was always maxed out. So that pretty much sums it up about Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands. Again, if you have more VRAM, if you have an X7 370 with 4 gigabytes of VRAM, you can raise things like draw distance and textures without having too much of a penalty regarding frame rate, okay? Because you have the VRAM for it, so take advantage of it, okay? So that's all. Hope you did enjoy the video, and I do hope to see you soon. Goodbye.